It must have been a very trying period for you, even emotionally and mentally.
Mentally, and sometimes people will say mean things online and they don't realize that it's beyond Esther and Pompey. We have family, we have parents, we have siblings, we have relatives, and that would get to our loved ones as well. But beyond that, the seasons pass. Seasons come and go, and we remain encouraging ourselves in God.
And after how long did you have your first child? How long did you have to wait?
5 years or 10 years. I don't know.
Goodness. No, we thank God for that God has come through, and may He receive the glory.
Amen.
Because He's done it, for you people. He has silenced
Amen.
the mockers.
Definitely Jehovah. It was an interesting season in my life when we recorded Jehovah. I remember I was still just been laid off at work, and it was quite challenging. But I remember when we were recording that song, it was just God and me, beyond what's happening. We're not certain about what tomorrow will bring. It was just God and me, and so I was just saying, Jehovah Mulibakulu, it's beyond it's not about what you've done, what you're going to do for me. It's just praising you for who you are, thanking you for who you are, worshiping you for who you are. And so that's why I think Jehovah is my all-time favorite, and it means the world to me. Yes.
Hello people, muliche kukomboni kumayadi konse dine muntu wanu DJ playlist papwera kuwina mastata muntu wanga papwera kuwina masagari sikutamba chehia ni kuwina na ndalama. Kuwina is ndalama mtu wanga ni everyday pa Bmtv 13 hours show ya people's playlist ikayamba. Vochita ni kutenga phone yako wasiubai mtu wanga ukala na machances ya mbili yo wina mastata ya pa BM kwacha giveaway. Chaya game iwe. For more information, tikonge mtu wanga pa Bmtv channel 114 pa Top Star. Futi ungaendela pa Facebook iwe ni Bmtv channel 114 na pa YouTube. Je pali majit.
Want a chance to win up to 1,000 kwacha every day? Playing the Bmtv kwacha giveaway is easy. Simply dial star 770 star 3 hash on your mobile phone. You will receive a prompt asking you how many tickets you want to buy. Each ticket costs 5 kwacha. If you choose 2 tickets, for example, the next screen will show the total amount payable, 10 kwacha. Once you're happy with your selection, enter your mobile money password to complete your purchase. And that's it. You have to win. Watch the People's Playlist with DJ Jack on Bmtv and stand a chance to win up to 1,000 kwacha every day. Dial star 770 star 3 hash now. BM kwacha giveaway. Enter, watch, win. Want a chance to win up to 1,000 kwacha every day? Playing the Bmtv kwacha giveaway is easy.
News at 12 hours, bringing you the latest updates from across the country and around the world. You're live on Top Star Channel 114, Bmtv Channel 114 on Facebook, Bmtv Zambia on YouTube, and you can stream on www.bmtvzambia.com. Let's take a look at the stories making headlines. President Hichilema pledges universal access to clean water and sanitation. Government to produce 42,200 Braille books. Gwembe feeder roads get a facelift. Cheshire Homes hails ECZ on voter education. Muchinga achieves access to safe water and sanitation, and woman found dead in Chipangali district. To present the 12 hours midday news, my name is Tamwani Nkata. President Hakainde Hichilema has reaffirmed government's commitment to achieving universal access to clean water and safe sanitation, saying massive investments in water infrastructure are being undertaken to improve the lives of citizens across the country. In a speech read on his behalf by Vice President Muntale Nalumango during the 2026 Africa Public Service Day commemorations in Lusaka, President Hichilema said government has accelerated investments in dam construction, groundwater development, water harvesting infrastructure, and climate-resilient water supply system. Water supply system and the Kafue Bulk Water Supply Project, which have benefited more than 1.4 million people as evidence of government's commitment to improving water security. He further disclosed over 1,500 emergency boreholes have been drilled countrywide following the 2023-2024 drought, while several dams have been completed to support agriculture, livestock, and domestic water supply. President Hichilema called for stronger partnerships among government, the private sector, civil society, and cooperating partners, stating that achieving universal access to water and sanitation requires responsibility that is collective as well as accountable institutions. Earlier, Secretary to the Cabinet, Patrick Kangwa, said this year's Africa Public Service Day commemorated under the theme Enhancing Public Sector Institutions and Empowering Multi-Sector Partnerships to achieve universal water availability and safe sanitation had provided an important platform for citizens and public institutions to interact and strengthen partnerships aimed at improving service delivery. Mr. Kangwa said exhibitions held in all 10 provinces from June 19th to June 23rd attracted large numbers of citizens who engaged with government ministries, departments, and agencies, enabling them to appreciate the range of services offered while providing feedback on service delivery. He noted that public discussions on radio and television had also created opportunities for stakeholders to deliberate water availability, sanitation, and public service delivery, while churches held across the country allowed public service workers to reflect on ethical service delivery and national development. Meanwhile, Ministry of Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tawo Kawana has announced the production of 42,200 Braille books to enhance access to information for visually impaired citizens in the country. Mr. Kawana disclosed that the initiative marks a departure from past practices where visually impaired learners depended on others to read for them. He was speaking in an interview with Zanis on the sidelines of the Africa Public Service Day in Lusaka. Mr. Kawana noted that the development reflects the government's commitment to inclusivity at all levels. The published Braille books will be distributed to over 20 schools and higher learning institutions across the country to support learning and service delivery for persons with visual impairment. In another story, a total of 52 kilometers of feeder roads have been a fund. This is aimed at improving access to essential services and enhancing connectivity for local communities. Gwembe Town Council Secretary Hawacha Hachongo said the road rehabilitation program follows a directive issued by President Hakainde Hichilema for local authorities to prioritize feeder roads in order to improve access to schools, health facilities, and economic activities. He noted that the projects undertaken is the 7-kilometer Siamasusu Access Road, which has provided a vital transport link to a community that had remained largely isolated for generations. Mr. Hachongo disclosed that the district has also rehabilitated an additional 100 kilometers of roads under the Road Fund to further improve the road network across Gwembe. Acting Director of Engineering at Gwembe Town Council, Edward Mungwengu, said the rehabilitation works are expected to contribute significantly to socio-economic development by easing the movement of people, goods, and services. Meanwhile, Siamasusu resident Felekina Mwale thanked President thanked President Hichilema for the rehabilitation of the road, saying it was the first time such works had been undertaken on the route. And Siamasusu Primary School head teacher Francis Hachikopa said the political development has improved accessibility to school, adding that most people previously relied on water transport to reach the area. Cheshire Homes Zambia Society has acknowledged the efforts made by the Electoral Commission of Zambia in promoting inclusivity in the voting process. Cheshire Homes Zambia Society Executive Director Kamina Nguni expressed that the voter education in Zambia has improved this year compared to the past years, citing that there is still room to reach out to all persons with disabilities effectively. Mr. Nguni has acknowledged that there's been more work done in ensuring that persons with disabilities are included in the electoral process, such as through sign language interpretations in all engagements. He also emphasized that despite positive progress made by the government, there's still a need for sign language interpretation at polling stations, among other devices for easy access for persons with disabilities across the country. Mr. Nguni further called for continued training of staff without taking away the right of an individual to vote secretly. He disclosed that his organization has been actively working with various stakeholders, including local councils and the ECZ, to promote inclusion of persons with disabilities, ensuring that they vote effectively and have their rights protected. He notes that Cheshire Homes Zambia and Society, in collaboration with the government, has been pushing for the inclusion agenda for a while now, and progress is visible despite work remaining. And finally, Muchinga Province Permanent Secretary Tuesday Walia says government has made significant progress in interventions towards achieving universal access to water and sanitation in the region. Dr. Walia added that this has been accelerated in investments, harvesting infrastructure and climate resilient water supply systems through Constituency Development Fund. He said this in his speech read on his behalf by Muchinga Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Brian Sichande during the 2026 Africa Service Day commemorations held at Chinsali President's Park. Dr. Walia has called for stakeholders to engage in order to achieve sustainability in the initiative. The Permanent Secretary urged all government departments in the province to continue cooperating with the private sector, stressing that coordinated efforts will guarantee the promotion of innovation in water services. Dr. Walia stated that the government is utilizing commercial utility model to ensure that enhanced accessibility to water, goods, sanitation in the communities such as Muchinga are installed. A 78-year-old woman of Chipangali district in Eastern Province has been found dead in a maize field. Eastern Province Police Commanding Officer Robertson Mwemba confirmed the incident, noting that the deceased, identified as Mwatita Piri, who was found lifeless in the field belonging to Headman Kasasula of Kasaluka village in Change's chiefdom, was known to be suffering from memory loss. He, however, noted that the search was unsuccessful and continued over the following days. He further added that the search was later extended to neighboring villages and surrounding fields, as it was believed that she may have gone there to look for leftover maize cobs or pumpkins, which she would usually do. Mr. Mwemba further disclosed that on 22nd June 2026, Chikuleni Banda was informed by children who had gone to hunt for rats that they found the body of an elderly woman lying on her back near a mango tree in a harvested maize field. He said the son quickly rushed to the scene and confirmed the body of the mother who was missing. He noted that the matter was reported to Ngubu Police Post on the 22nd by the son of the deceased Chikuleni Banda, aged 52 years, of Dambo village in Chief Njange's chiefdom. He mentioned that the family does not suspect foul play and believe that the deceased may have died due to exposure to cold weather and hunger as a result of spending several days without proper food or shelter. That story brings us to the end of the BMTV news at 12 hours. Thank you for staying with us. More updates throughout the day. Keep it locked on BMTV across all our platforms. I'm your host, Samwani Nkata. Good afternoon. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you again at our main news bulletin at 18 hours. Good afternoon.